Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our second episode of Sacred Company. So, as always, we're always going to have fun. So,
Yes.
And we like to start with a little ritual, which today will be, again, we're going to cite, what are we doing? We're lighting
our candle from Lily Ashwell.
Yep.
She's always with us. It's our North Star.
It's our first episode, so...
Yep. Continuing our tradition.
We'll see how long this candle lasts and how many shows we get.
Yeah. Ooh, that'll be fun.
That will be fun.
And we aren't burning this except for our show.
Yep.
So it's our special show candle.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you want to do first?
We wanted to start today. We kind of have an idea of who we're going to be talking about, what we want to share, but we wanted to start with a little card pull from a few different decks. So we've got this is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We're going to do a pull from that. We're also going to do a pull from Megan Watterson's Divine Feminine deck, which we both love. Love. And this is just a really fun one to kind of explore like different archetypes, different symbols of the Divine Feminine, and I just loved her book. She's awesome.
For sure do a show.
We're going to do a show on her, but we're not going to get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Which would be very easy. And then this is Gabrielle Bernstein, which is who we're going to talk about today. This is her card deck of oracle cards called Spirit Junkie. And we love these. Tarot and oracle are kind of different. Oracle's a little more open-ended, a little more kind of up to whoever's writing it. And then tarot is like a much more set system. So I think it's fun to mix and match and play with the different cards and see what happens and kind of just have some fun.
Yeah, and again, this is one way that we communicate with God. And God communicates divine source, whatever word you want to use. I know they're loaded.
Yes.
Again, God is just the easiest one. It's not religious, but it's the word that I like and Jackson likes. So we're going to keep going with that. And so we always ask the question, and God speaks to me in a voice. It could be your intuition, whatever, but this is a really just fun way, and it's a fun way for us to interact with you versus what I'm hearing in my head. And what Jackson is. So
I think as you learn to interact with your intuition too, the cards to me are such a good tool because it's like all I have to listen for is which card.
Yeah.
And then I'm trusting that the card is bearing the message that I need to hear instead of trying to sit and kind of decipher as hard between like what I'm hearing in my mind. It's just like a really clear way to like put your trust in something and just trust that this is the message for you. You know you were told to pull that card for whatever reason, and you get to just trust that.
And if you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. That's the other thing. If you always have a choice to say, you know what, I'm going to choose again. You always have the choice to choose again.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you're just off. So, but hopefully today we're on, and we want to always set the intention for our show. And so today we're going to set it. It's going to tell us between these three cards. We want to just kind of... We want to ask
what to share today, what's important, what to keep in mind, and kind of just, what energetic qualities, I guess, are we looking to share with people today. So I'm going to do a little spread. Yes.
Move these.
Yeah. You know, it's a little like hard to get every single one up, but I don't worry about it. I just, you know what? It is what it is. This is our card. I got it. All right. 7 of Pentacles. So I'm currently learning tarot with
I know nothing about it.
Laura Indigo Soul Mastery, who I love. I'm in her tarot
she's
school.
Awesome.
She's awesome. We love her. And we haven't learned about the Pentacles yet, but I'm going to give this a go. The 7 of Pentacles. Yes. I'm going to show what it looks like. 7 of Pentacles, to me, it looks like he's contemplating his crop. So the pentacles are all adorning his plant that he's tending to, and he has a hoe. And to me, this is making sense in like we're kind of just like, what do we do now? I feel
we've been tending our spirituality for a while, and that's actually what we're talking about today. Is where we started and where we are, and there is no end of the journey.
I
think it's actually taking a moment I think we're taking a moment and going, wow, look how far we've come.
Absolutely.
In
absolutely.
5 years, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
I think that's what it feels like to me.
No,
Like,
totally.
he's just taking a moment of reflection and saying,
completely,
you know what?
completely. He's reflecting on what he's done.
And I'm covered in goosebumps.
We're also literally reflecting on... Today, it's funny, Gabby Bernstein was one of the first people that we ever started with.
That's right.
So this is a big kind of moment of, like, looking back for sure, reflection for sure, and, I think the blue too. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I know. I instantly like.
And that's one of the ways of God's. I hear it in my head, and then I hear it in my body.
Yeah.
My friends. Oh, you got goosebumps, Mom? I'm like, yes, I have goosebumps.
Yes. She's got the goosies.
I got the goosies.
Got the goosies. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Now we're gonna do Divine Feminine and see who's guiding us through our episode today. You've got it.
Saint Bridget.
Okay. Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need.
Ooh, I love that. Oh my God, that's so
right.
Sweet. I've pulled her before.
I love Saint Bridget. I love this deck. There's like multiple Bridgets in this deck, and I've pulled like the goddess Bridget, who I love.
Yep.
She's from like she is from Celtic.
Yep.
Mythology. Yeah.
Put that in front.
Perfect. So this is our spread so far. I'm loving it.
Yes, and this will lead.
Yes, Bridget is a great guide for us. I'm gonna clear this deck. Yes.
So this is gonna be our intention for what we're gonna talk about in the book and Gabby Bernstein, and this is her deck. So
this is Gabby's deck. Very motivational, inspirational.
I'll just move these back.
We need our shell.
There we go.
Yep.
Another shell.
Yeah, our shell holder. Our ultra tools.
Lily.
From Lily.
All her stuff is so cute. Okay. One is just screaming at me.
Which one?
That one.
Oh my God, that was screaming at me too.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, literally, I was literally looking at that one.
But it's almost like an eyeball. It's the other one standing up.
Yes,
all right. Oh my God. I am in sync with the flow of life.
I love that.
Yeah. You know what? And it feels really true.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good.
This goes with the journey. You know what I mean? That's it. And then...
Yeah, I like that.
And then I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. This is like the perfect... God, well, they're going to have
our perfect spread. Well, it's also the perfect spread just for what Gabby talks about in May Cause Miracles, which is the book that got us into her.
So... I became aware of this book, nothing's an accident, but my husband and I were on our way to Canada for our 25th wedding anniversary, and I was listening to, actually, Brene Brown. It was, we love Brene Brown. And when I went on Amazon, it said, well, if you like this, you might like this. I'd never heard of her. I really had never heard of Course of Miracles.
No.
Which is... really the foundation I think we've been building on since 2017.
Absolutely. Yes.
It was the first time I discovered it. What I love about A Course in Miracles is it either speaks to you or it doesn't. There are so many great teachers out there and wonderful ways to get to the same place, which is love and forgiveness. And I really related to her. And so I actually did this myself first. And I was so excited. It's a 40-day, kind of like a cleanse.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, it's a challenge. You do a little reading and a little journaling every day. And you kind of have... this was also like the first introduction I feel like I ever had to positive affirmations.
Yes.
Like this was my awakening to just like kind of the power of my own mind, my own thoughts, and like what I was cultivating. And I think this was the first...
And how I was thinking.
Right.
Like how much negative self-talk I had, how much judgment. Oh my God. It's definitely a judgment detox, which she also has a book on that.
Amazing. Right.
Amazing. I love her. And I still stand by, I think this is my most favorite book of hers. So I just opened to the page that really, I would say, was my big takeaway from this. And it was chapter 5 or day 5, the F word, learning to forgive. I think, or I feel, I didn't really get how much anger I was holding and pain I was holding that really wasn't doing me any good.
Right.
You know, it's like being mad at someone is like the poison pill you take.
Right.
Instead of giving to them. And so I love the F word, the real F word, and then I love it that it's forgive. But forgiveness is the bedrock of life filled with love and miracles. Practicing forgiveness allows us to let go of our old fear-based past and center into the present moment. And there was a mantra. Like, I still say it. You know, you're driving down the road, you see someone, you make a judgment, and then I catch myself now, which I didn't, and then I just go, I forgive myself this thought, I choose love instead. Because what I learned...
Did we get that from her?
We did get that from her.
Oh my God, we have been saying that since we read the book. So,
and that's the thing, is like you see, the thing that I'm judging someone else is something I'm judging about myself.
Right.
So it's just this like, if I look at someone and say, they look fat, well, I'm just saying that to me, which is something I've absolutely done for years. And she has a whole section on the body, which was really helpful in starting to love myself. Because if I don't love my body, who else is? You know, like, if I don't love me, who else is? But I was raised in a super gossipy culture, and that's a really hard thing to break.
It is, right.
You know?
This book, to me, busted open the separation that I had in my mind between mental health and spirituality. That was like a big thing for me from this work, and a big thing from the work I've done with Course in Miracles in general has been kind of just like this revelation that our mental health is our spiritual health, and you know that like the things happening inside my body are spiritual whether I want them to be or not. You know what I mean? Whether I label them as spiritual or not, we're all having spiritual experiences inside of us. And I think this book to me just really took off a lot of like the language that, especially at the time, I would have not been into. You know what I mean? Like at the time I was literally did not identify as a spiritual person. So I didn't realize I was doing spiritual work, but I was. And I don't think I even realized what being spiritual meant outside of like a religious context, you know, because that was so
well. And it's also in our society, when you use the word spiritual, it means that almost like you're anti-God. And
you know what I mean?
And if we flip it and look at religion or whatever, has really opened the door for, or keeps that door open of the conversation around God. The conversation around, you know, heart-centered, and you know, because at the base of love, Christianity, Judaism, it's love. I mean, they all share the same message.
Well, what we've done in our conversation is shifted so that there's actually no space talking about love and spirituality. What we've done is we've taken actual love and spirituality out of both religion and science, you know, and now neither of them have any kind of connection to that. So it becomes all about what we all do on our own. You know what I mean? Like we're all just kind of figuring it out, and, which is why we're so grateful to people like Gabby.
My teacher, Kim, Mama Goddess, recommended this book for me, which is The Course in Miracles Experiment. And this woman, I guess, does a blog. It's really cool. And
I love that.
I just started reading it last night, but what I loved, what spoke to me, which was, she has this quote from Nadia Bowles-Weber. Never once did God scan the room for the best example of holy living and send that person out to tell others about him. He always sent stumblers and sinners. I find that comforting. I find that comforting too.
I find that very comforting too. I think...
and goosebumps.
Yeah, I have goosebumps. So much of our language around spirituality, around soul growth, around figuring out who you are, it gets so lofty so quickly. And I think that
there's no room for error.
There's no room for error. There's no room for humanity a lot. And I think in our modern perception of spirituality, it's like, we think it has nothing to do with everyday life, but this has taught me that it has everything to do with everyday life. And that's actually where you get the good work done. They
call it the holy instant.
The holy instant, right.
It's in that moment when you're checking out at the grocery line and the gal checking you out, who's, let's just say, is really bummed out right now. She's been doing it for a while with COVID, and people are rude and nasty, and we're wearing masks, and we're not considering the human in front of us. And it's taking that moment and saying, hey, how's your day? It's that love thy neighbor thing.
Literally. It's just the golden rule.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's what's funny. And it's such a simple concept and incredibly difficult, you know, to figure out. Because
it's a journey.
It is a journey.
Yeah. And every day, you know, we start again. In every moment, we can start again.
Every moment.
We can be judging 1 minute and forgive ourselves the next.
And that's the miracle.
And that's the miracle.
Any choice to return to the love, to love, you know, that's Marianne Williamson's book, which we also love, Return to Love. Any time we take that moment, make that choice, that's a miracle.
Right.
And that's the whole lesson, is that they say a big thing in Course in Miracles is there is no order of difficulty to miracles. They talk about that a lot. And it's like, you know, having that positive, beautiful interaction at the grocery store, at Starbucks, whatever, that could feed your soul just as much as reading the best book you've ever read, or going and seeing the best
$20,000 to some charity,
literally, or seeing, you know, the hottest spiritual guy that you can pay for. Like, it, when you start to kind of take the ego and the categorizing and the ranking and the all this is better and better, and, you know, well, I want my miracle to look like this, or I want a healing miracle or an abundance miracle, or I want to no, miracles are miracles.
Yeah.
Love is love. And we got to just like spend time in life looking for it.
And really truly does come back to forgive.
Exactly.
Because look, we've all been hurt. And we've all hurt.
We've all hurt. And there is no difference.
Right.
Hurting others and hurting yourself.
There's no level of difference.
Exactly. And that's part of what we're all learning, is just that everything happens on the same level, and we're all doing all of it. Yeah, right. And we're all trying to do our best.
And I can be mean to myself and go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that thing. Right. And then I get back to, I forgive myself this thought, I choose love instead, because it washes away that pain and that ruminating and that anxiety. It's such a powerful tool. So if I can share anything with you, it's that I forgive myself this thought, I choose love instead.
Absolutely.
And watch, because there's this unhooking that happens in that moment. And I might have to say it 10 times in a row. I mean, it's wherever you are on your journey. And also forgive that part of you. It's like, I should be this far. No, you should be exactly where you are today. This is where we are in this moment. And what we did in the past is the past. The future belongs to God. That's a Course in Miracles. My future belongs to God. And I love that. It's just such a relief to just let it go.
It's about where you put
your attention.
It's about where you put your attention and what you value as real in the world. Yeah. And it's about also remembering that we all have this natural state and capacity for love. Yeah. And that it's actually, the work is not to learn or to do or to be. The work is to forget the stuff that has made us forget our true nature. Yeah. So that's the thing too, is it's an undoing.
It's getting back to that childlike energy.
Exactly.
Like we are taught all this.
Exactly. We're taught to shut down our light. Our light is not something we have to work to find. I mean, it is work to find, but we don't have to work to find it outside of ourselves. Yeah. We work to find it in. And that's, I guess, just like what...
This is what...
feels like this launched me on that path. Like, I feel like this is what got me looking inside of myself instead of outside of myself.
So if you're...
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, and that's a long lesson to learn, but...
So if you're looking for some place to start...
Yes.
And people have asked me this a lot.
If you're looking for something tangible to do, a program, if you feel like you need something solid to do, and something that, if you feel like you need a lifeline for your mental health, this is huge. And this can really show you how your spiritual practice will impact your daily life.
And we want to, if you do it, we want to hear about it and ask us. We are totally happy to comment, or
would it be fun to lead people through this? You know what I mean? We could do a group and have people checking in with us.
So let us know if you want to do it. We're looking for feedback from you guys,
and we're looking to build a community.
Yes,
that's the thing too. We want this to be something that
feels supportive
and feeds you and feeds us.
And we're sharing with love the things that have brought us joy in our lives. And I am so much happier. Like, if I think about 2017 when I was on the drive and my 25th, my marriage was not great.
No,
I mean, I was not happy.
No,
my marriage was so great. My family wasn't great. We were totally a mess at this time.
We were completely a mess.
Like,
it's so funny.
It was like we were like the epitome of an American dream mess.
Right.
And I am looking back and I'm like, God, wow, how far we've come. And it's all come through forgiveness, love.
It's all come through Course in Miracles.
It all has come through.
It all has come through Course.
I'm totally covering
this.
Goosebumps again.
No, me too. I know. I'm feeling my crown chakra.
So
yeah.
I think it's a good place to stop.
I think so
I want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Again, let's look at this card. I am in sync with the flow of life. I feel like pulling one more card. Do you feel
let's
like
do it.
Yeah, let's pull one more card.
One more from the from
Gabby.
From Gabby.
I just want to send you off with a really cool message.
Yes.
I just feel a calling to wrap it up.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay these here.
I think it's this top card.
All right, I trust you.
My power lies in my peaceful presence. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing peaceful presence with us today.
Yeah, and thanks for watching.
Yeah,
and thank you so much for your support.
Oh my
you guys,
God.
we're amazing.
Oh my God. Yes. We love you.
And Gabby, if you see this, we love you.
We love
and
you, Gabby.
We're so grateful for all the work you do.
Thank you.
You're a little rock star. And to the people who've just been awesome. You really have encouraged us. So we'll see you next time. We don't know what it'll be. We're just following the flow.
We'll see. Yep.
And remember, lead with love.
Lead with love.
Lead with love.
Yep. That's all there is to it.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.